right? Take two. Sorry about that. I'm back. So happy 22, everybody. Happy New Year to you. I hope that everything that you planned for to bring this new year came to fruition and everybody is safe and sound and warm. As you can see, I am back at the home office because the satellite office actually just got back online last night. So no power, no internet, no cell phone, nothing. It was dead. Why? Because of that much snow. So maybe I'll be broadcasting from there next week. We'll see. But anyways, I want to just welcome you back. It's 12:30, and that means that you and I have an appointment. And it's time to discuss it with Drake. And we're at episode number 76. So I'm still trying to figure out what's going to happen for the 100th episode. Any ideas? I'm free to listen. So if you have any ideas on something special to do for 100, you just let me know. So the quick topic for today is what you should know about buying a starter home, right? So fun, easy to do. If you ever miss a live episode, all you gotta do is just go over to YouTube, type in Drake's Real Estate TV, hit subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And let's get started, all right? So you may have heard the term starter home, right? But wonder as a buyer, well, what does that actually mean? Well, when you're buying a home for the first time, you have to not only understand what a starter home is for you, but also whether it's actually best to skip ahead and just invest in your forever home, okay? So what's considered a starter home? Well, a starter home can be a single-family residence, a condominium, or a townhome. Now, I want to talk about semantics for just a brief second. Single-family residence is what most of us grew up in. It's the square home that doesn't have any common walls and has got a yard, right? Front yard, backyard, maybe a little side yard. There's condominiums, there's townhomes. One thing you have to realize is that in certain areas, like here in Orange County, we have still the same terms, but what you may expect to see when you get there might be a little different. For instance, technically, we live in a condo here, yet we have no common walls. We don't have a front yard. We have courtyard. We got a backyard. We've got a side yard, but we're considered a condo. But again, we've got no common walls. Just up the street in Rancho Santa Margarita, they have single-family residences up there. Some of them are attached. Some of them are detached. What does that mean? Well, you go online, you're looking for a single-family residence. You type it in, you go look at it, all of a sudden you realize it's attached to the next house. Attached, detached. So when you're looking in an area that you're not truly familiar with, it's really, really important to make sure that you're working with the right person because they can tell you about the nuances. If you're only looking for a single-family home, you're never going to look in a home that's in our little complex here of 95 homes because they're listed as condos. But if you're not looking for a condo, you're never going to find it. Okay, so whom you work with matters. Anyways, I digress. So, starter homes are something that the average first-time buyer can afford, but will likely outgrow. Okay, so a starter home relative to the local real estate market will be on the lower end of things usually. So please take that with a grain of salt when I say the lower price range, because is there such a thing? Anyways, these homes will probably be older, smaller, they might not be updated, and they're generally modest. So they might also be brand new, but still designed to meet the needs of entry-level buyers. Like a lot of times in the new tract homes that they're building, you can tell they're building them 3 stories, right? But that's a small footprint, a small footprint, and a small footprint. So might not necessarily be the best floor plan for your forever home, but it's a great way to get your foot in the door. So they also aren't going to be full of all the features that you may be hoping for to have someday, but you can envision that for the future, of course. So starter home should actually suit your current lifestyle. You may find that you stay in your starter home forever for whatever reason. You might, on the other hand, move up eventually to a home that's in a more desirable neighborhood, has a larger lot, more privacy, and it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive. So anyways, so what is a forever home? Well, a forever home is one that it's probably just a little bit larger It may be updated. It might have more outdoor space. A forever home can actually have some of those features that are highly desirable and make property competitive when it hits the market. So it may have a big private yard. It may be in a great school district. Those are just, some examples. So, of course, a forever home is subjective, like most things in life. For some people, that home may be one where they can envision raising a family. For others, a forever home might be a fixer-upper that needs TLC, but is in a great neighborhood. This trend has exploded lately, thank you to HGTV, right? A forever home doesn't have to be inherently luxurious, but one defining feature is that they tend to be bigger than a starter home, okay? So how about some benefits of a starter home? Well, if you're at a point where you weigh whether you should buy a starter home or a forever home, they both have pros and cons. So a starter home can be less expensive typically, so you can save for a down payment faster. Then you can build equity sooner as well. If you want to afford a forever home, well, that's going to take more time. You're going to sink into rent and less investing into your equity. When you're ready for your forever home, then you can just use the equity that you've gained to buy it. The downside for a starter home is that you'll likely outgrow it when you enter the next phase of your life. For example, maybe you'll get married or have kids, or that starter home just no longer meets your needs. So if you decide it's time to move from your starter home that you're currently in now, of course, you're going to have to sell it or rent it, and you'll have to find another home, get approved for another mortgage, and this is where yours truly, once again, comes into play to help you. So let's chat about that, okay? How about some benefits of a forever home? Well, if you think you might like to skip the starter home and go straight to your forever home, there are benefits. There's a peace of mind that comes with knowing that you plan to stay in your home for long term without having to worry about buying or selling or moving, because moving is so much fun, right? So you can take time to settle in and make the home perfect for your needs gradually. The downside is that the forever home will probably be more expensive, meaning it takes longer to save a down payment and you're delaying building equity. So in many cases, there's simply no way to keep up with rising costs, and you're actually losing money and falling behind every day, meaning instead of getting closer to buying, every day you actually fall further away. It's called being priced out, and it's sad but true in many, many cases. So just be aware there's a big difference between the cost of the house and the price of the house. If you want me to discuss that, just give me a call, okay? What's right for you? Well, the most important thing when you're buying a house, whether a starter home or a forever home, is to spend what you can generally afford. The general rule of thumb is spend no more than about 28% of your gross monthly income on anything related to housing costs, okay? You shouldn't pay more than 36% on debt, including not just your mortgage, but other loans and credit cards. So if you shop for a forever home, it can be a good move in terms of taxes too. I mean, tremendous. When you sell a home too fast after buying it, you may have to pay capital gains if the value goes up. So there's actually an exclusion for up to $250,000 if you file taxes individually, or $500,000 if you're a married couple, filing jointly for capital gains, which means that you lose an exclusion if you own the home for less than 2 years. So like my first home, I actually owned it for 2 years and a day when I sold it. I actually sold it prior to the 2 years, but I made a clause in it that we couldn't close until I had passed my 2 years. So I did it just by that much, but I didn't have to pay capital gains on it. So keep that in mind too. Along with the budget and tax benefits, think about the long-term value before you buy one. You want to look for properties, no matter what the price, that have an excellent potential resale value. Okay, sometimes you don't know, but you can kind of tell just by looking left and looking right, looking forward. Sometimes you do also have to remember that what you think is a forever home right now might not be forever. Life needs change, right? They do. So anyways, that's all I have today, folks. It was great to see you again. I just want to give a shout out to Realty Times for all the information that they provided me today that I can provide to you. And as always, please don't keep me a secret. Share this with everyone you know. And if there's a topic that you'd like me to discuss in the future, just let me know. I'll get it on the calendar. So I hope you have a fantastic week. Please, as always, be kind to one another. Don't forget to live, laugh, and love. And until we see each other again, when the next move matters, contact Drake for Homes. That's me. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you later. Take care.